Although this one's going to be in the hands of R.J. Barrett, 47 points. Can he finish it for the Knicks? Clock winding down. Barrett drives inside to the corner for Quickly for the win. He got it! Emmanuel Quickly and the Knicks have won the first round of the play-in tournament as they beat the Raptors 115-114. Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Knicks, MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K22. After an unbelievable win in the first round of the play-in tournament against Toronto with an Emmanuel Quickly game-winning three, the Knicks are now one win away from advancing to the postseason as they face off against the Atlanta Hawks to battle it out for the number 8 seed in the Eastern Conference. So, of course, last episode we had our first play-in game against Toronto, and it was an all-time classic. We were down by 12 going into the fourth quarter, and we just stormed back, ultimately winning off of the game winner by Emmanuel Quickly. But the real star of the show was R.J. Barrett, who scored 47 points on 10 three-pointers, having himself his best game as a pro. So I think we're in a good spot going into this game, facing off against the Atlanta Hawks, who are 44-38. They finished with the 7th best record of the Eastern Conference, but lost to the Brooklyn Nets, who will be facing off against the 2-seeded Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round. I think our team is in a pretty good spot. Of course, we're fully healthy for the first time in a while, although it took a little while for us to gel as a unit in the last game against Toronto. Thankfully, we did in the fourth quarter, helping us win the game. The Hawks are coming off an emotional first round of the play-in tournament as well. Their matchup with Brooklyn went to overtime, with the Nets winning by a mere 2 points. The Hawks are led by the backcourt of Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, with talented role players aplenty, featuring John Collins, Bogdan Bogdanovic, DeAndre Hunter, and Onyeka Okongwu. Obviously, Trae Young is the star of the show. He averaged over 31 points per game this year. And Trae Young and the New York Knicks have a lot of history together. Everybody remembers that infamous first-round playoff matchup 2 years ago in which Trae Young pretty much took over Madison Square Garden and owned the New York Knicks franchise for a good 2-week period. So we'll see what he can do here today, and if the Knicks can maybe get revenge as they try to clinch the number 8 seed in the Eastern Conference. Same starters as the first playing game for the Knicks. They're rocking with Brunson, Reddish, Barrett, Randall, and Robinson. For the home Hawks, it'll be Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Cody Martin, John Collins, and the man in the middle, the third-year pro from the University of Southern California, Onyeka Okongwu, who meets with Mitchell Robinson here at midcourt for the tip-off. And the third and final play-in game for the Eastern Conference playoffs is underway. Will it be the Hawks or the Knicks who clinch the number 8 seed and face off against the defending Eastern Conference champion Celtics in the first round as Onyeka Okongwu gets this game started with an early dunk. Trae Young dribbling up the ball. He gets it over to his backcourt partner, DeJounte Murray, acquired in an offseason trade with the Spurs. He goes inside for the layup as it's 4-2. The Knicks looking to get something going on offense. Here's Barrett coming off a 47-point performance over to Robinson, who shoots it behind the net. I know it's early, we're only about 2 minutes in, but the Knicks offense looks very uninspiring so far. Atlanta's offense does look pretty good as Trae Young floats it up for DeJounte Murray, who tips it in. The New York Knicks do not have the field goal here in the first 2.5 minutes of the game, looking to change that here as Cam Reddish drives inside, hits the layup on the left side, and the Knicks are finally going to give themselves a field goal as it's now 6-4. Here's Julius Randle backing down on the smaller defender, taking advantage of the mismatch, posting and toasting down low as he makes the layup, and we are tied at 6. Now the Knicks are starting to figure some things out on offense as Reddish sends it in the corner for R.J. Barrett, who hit 10 threes against the Raptors in the first play-in tournament game. A career high for R.J. Barrett, who has never been known as a three-point sniper. 6-9. Nice is your score. Trae Young with the floater. It's good. The first play-in game for the Knicks against Toronto was an offensive shootout. This game so far has been very low scoring as Quickly draws the double over to Brunson. He's blocked by Mason Plumlee. Interesting strategy by Atlanta to immediately put the double team on Emmanuel Quickly. And then on the other end, Bogdanovic gets it over to Martin, who floats it up to Trae Young, who will put Atlanta ahead 10-9. Following Knicks possession, 3.5 to go in the quarter. Quickly doubled again. That means somebody's going to be open. It's R.J. Barrett who hits the three. I mean, of course Emmanuel Quickley had the big shot last game, but it's not like he played all that well. I'm not really sure why they're doubling him, but, I mean, I guess Emmanuel Quickley's going to try to take it in stride as a challenge as he makes a nice play inside for the layup. 16-13. Now your score. Here's Bogdanovic with the screen. Lets it fly from deep, and it will toilet roll in. The lucky bounce ties it at 16 for Bogdanovic and the Atlanta Hawks. Kaminsky inside with the and one. It's Zeke Naji who draws the foul, and Frank the Tank Kaminsky will put the Hawks up. Now it's 18-23. Quickly hoping somebody gets open off the screen. It's the rookie, Wendell Moore, who connects from beyond. 21-23. Time winding down here in the first. Collins inside. That's Plum Dog Millionaire Mason Plumlee with the slam. 4-point game with 4 seconds to go. Quickly as it tipped, gets it back, and is blocked at the rim to end the first quarter. Pretty competitive start, 25-21, Atlanta on top. The Knicks took a little while to gel offensively, but they were a little bit better when the second unit entered the game. Hopefully the starting unit can play well offensively here in the second quarter as Barrett sends into the corner for Killer Cam Reddish. The former Duke connection makes a play. Reddish, of course, with a little revenge on his mind against his old team as Trae Young will lob it up for Onyeka Okongwu. Obviously, we know Trae Young is deadly as a scorer, but he's one of the best passers in the NBA. Brunson misses the shot, falls over. I don't know if he actually got pushed or if he was acting. On the other end, here's Young, floats it in. Trae Young showing off his touch around the basket as it's 24-29. Brunson sends it in the corner for Barrett, over to Cam Reddish. Reddish drives inside, hoping to make another play, and he does. Cam Reddish looks pretty good so far, even though he's being matched up with DeJounte Murray, one of the best perimeter defending guards in the NBA. Murray sends it over to John Collins at the top of the key. He lets it fly for 3. The Hawks have been pretty quiet from beyond the perimeter today. We'll see if they can start to get some more threes to fall. Young from way downtown Atlanta. They're on a roll. They lead by 9. The Hawks are looking good right now. They are on fire offensively. Why stop now? Trae Young cuts to the basket, putting the Hawks up by double digits. 28-37 now your score. Knicks down by 9. Reddish with the crossover inside. What a move for Cam Reddish, who's playing really well tonight with 11 first half points. 30-37. Murray inside for Collins, sends it in the corner. Cody Martin on the pump fake. He goes inside. His shot won't fall. Rebound and putback is good by Onyeka Okongwu. And it's now 30-41. Hawks up by 11. Murray with the crossover on Reddish. Deep 3 is good. The Hawks up by 14. And it is starting to get UGLY. That spells ugly for the Knicks, who need to get something going. Their offense has been non-existent here in the second quarter. Their defense has been atrocious. As Barrett hits the 3, he's got 11. RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish are both playing really well for the Knicks, but everybody else is laying a giant egg right now. Quickly draws the double. Great pass and great cut by Wendell Moore. Excellent court vision there by Emmanuel Quickley, trying to help the Knicks get back into the game as it's 36-48. Mason Plumlee blocked at the rim by Isaiah Hartenstein. Here comes the Knicks. Anthony inside for RJ Barrett, who has 14 points now. Barrett showing that his game against Toronto was not a fluke and that he has come to play here in the play-in tournament. Kaminsky sends it out to Bogdanovic. He connects for 3. 38-51 now. Here is Quickley. Sends it out to RJ Barrett. Deep 3 will fall. RJ Barrett, after making 10 3-pointers against Toronto, has 5 in the first half against Atlanta. And to make matters worse for the Hawks, look at Bogdanovic. He looks like he just got shot in the elbow. Obviously, he did not. I think he might have been a little bit over-dramatic there, but he will be taken out of the game, and we'll see what the injury is. Actually, I lied. He will not be taken out of the game. Melo's going to let him shoot it because he's injured. He's not going to make the shot. I don't know why the Hawks still have Bogdanovic in the game, who's clearly in a lot of pain with that shoulder. Final seconds in the quarter. Barrett beats the shot clock, and it is good. Barrett with 19 here in the first half as the Knicks cut the lead down to 10. I think Nate McMillan might need to be arrested for negligence for leaving Bogdanovic in the game with a very clearly injured shoulder. Again, it looked like he got shot by Isaiah Hartenstein, and I don't know how he stayed in the game. Bogdanovic has been Atlanta's arguably best player in the first half, which is quite unfortunate for them. He is not on the floor here to start the second half. Julius Randle gets it over to Reddish. Great cut by Reddish, who has made some really nice plays off the ball today. He now has 13 points. 45-53. Trae Young with a nice little crossover. Cuts inside. Nifty step back. Ice Trae is a little bit too much for the Hawks. 45-55. Here's Brunson, still not on the board. He goes inside for Mitchell Robinson, who gets his first points. Brunson, Randall, and Robinson have combined for 4 points today. That's 3 of the Knicks' 5 starters. That's unacceptable. R.J. Barrett has really had to carry the load offensively as he hits another 3, now with 22 points. Brunson draws the double. The Hawks lead R.J. Barrett wide open. That's a pretty stupid idea as he hits the 3. 61-54. The Knicks are playing a little bit better here in the third quarter. They've put themselves back into the game. Here's DeJounte Murray guarded by Reddish. Murray with a nice move inside makes the layup. And the Hawks lead 56-63. Murray sends it over to Trae Young, guarded by Brunson. Young with a nifty move. Trae Young has dominated his individual matchup with Jalen Brunson on both ends of the floor. Yes, Trae Young has played outstanding defense today. I can't believe I'm saying that. Nice spin move there by DeAndre Hunter, cutting inside like a Beyblade as the Hawks are back up by double figures. 56-67. Here's Julius Randle off the pass from Brunson. Goes inside, makes the layup. Julius Randle was pretty disappointing against Toronto, so it's unfortunate to see him playing another pretty bad game here against Atlanta. Reddish goes inside for R.J. Barrett, who hits the contested layup. R.J. now with 27 points today as it's 60-69. Nice. Okongwu gets it over to DeJounte Murray. Drives by Reddish inside for John Collins. He gets the layup, draws the foul. It's an and one. Nice play for the Hawks, but the fun for Atlanta might be coming to an end now as we get word that Bogdanovic broke his humerus bone in his shoulder. That'll likely end his season. A major loss for the Hawks as quickly makes the layup. 62-72. Hawks hoping to get some good shooting with Bogdanovic out. And, well, that was a pretty nice shot by Trae Young, who hits the 3. 64-79. Hawks lead by 15. Quickly goes inside. It's Zeke Naji, who throws it down with the two-handed powerful dunk. 15-point lead here. Minute and a half left in the third quarter. Trae Young goes inside, lobs it up for the big fella, John Collins, and the Hawks had their biggest lead of the day at 17 points. But why stop now? Following possession, here's Young with the screen, lobs it up again for John Collins, who throws it down. It is a 19-point lead for the Hawks. Young back inside for Collins, and 1, and this is getting real ugly for the New York Knicks, who trail by 20. With just seconds left in the quarter, Moore's going to heave up a 3, and it is airballed. Well, that was not a good quarter of basketball. The Knicks trail by 20. They need a 20-point comeback in this fourth quarter to keep their season alive. They came back down 12 against Toronto, but they're going to need an even bigger comeback here. Brunson inside, gets the and 1. That's a good start off of the shot block on the previous possession by Carmelo Anthony. 70-90. Here's Melo over to R.J. Barrett, who hits the 3. Barrett dominated in the fourth quarter against the Toronto Raptors, and he's going to need to somehow be even better in this fourth quarter if the Knicks want any semblance of a comeback. Trae Young with the step back midi. It is good. Hawks lead by 19. Now they lead by 18. DeJounte Murray off the screen, goes inside. Murray is trapped. He escapes the trap and makes the layup. So far, the Knicks aren't really making a comeback, and they've got to start now if they want any chance to get back into this game. Cam Reddish showing off the physicality, misses the shot, grabs his own rebound. He wanted it more on that possession. Cam Reddish showing off that dog in him. 78-94, Knicks starting to make this game a little bit closer. Brunson in the corner for R.J. Barrett yet again. New York's on a nice little run. They're only down by 13 with 5 minutes to go. Here's Brunson. Drives inside, makes the layup, and the Knicks cut the lead to 11. We might have something happening here. I don't think this game is quite over. Here is Trae Young trying to get some room. Young drives inside, step back, and that one is good. Big shot for Atlanta. They needed to get back on the board, gain some momentum as it's 83-96. Here's Barrett again. R.J. Barrett is putting on a shooting clinic here in the play-in tournament as it is a 10-point game with 4.5 minutes to go. Here comes Barrett. Drives inside. No good. Rebounded by Big Mitchell Robinson. It's an and one. The Knicks are actually doing this right now. Mitchell Robinson gets the and one. He did not make the free throw, however, so it's 88-98. Here comes Reddish inside. Makes the layup. Single-digit deficit now as the Knicks only trail by 8. 90-98. Here's DeJounte Murray with under 4 to go on the screen. Murray step back. Beauty. Nice shot by DeJounte Murray. Although the Hawks have not played well in this fourth quarter, they still hold a comfortable lead. Trying to put the icing on the cake here within the next few minutes. Knicks take advantage of the mismatch. Trae Young was guarding Mitchell Robinson. That seems rather foolish, and it's now an 8-point game. Murray goes inside for Young. His shot is no good. Nice defense by Robinson. Here comes the Knicks on the fast break. It's Julius Randle. Drives by everybody and throws it down. With just 3 minutes to go, it is a 6-point game. The New York Knicks have positioned themselves with a chance to win it as Randle steals it. On the other end, Barrett in the corner for Killa. Cam Reddish! It's a 3-point game! Are you kidding me? The Knicks are actually doing it. Barrett, no good. Put back dunk is gonna fall for Mitchell Robinson. What a play by Robinson, who dunks on John Collins. The Hawks currently have Chris Silva in at center. Onyeka Okongwu fouled out, so the Hawks are having a hard time who they want to have down low. Murray looks to go inside. His step back is good. The step back has been killer for these Hawks guards tonight as it's a 4-point game. Knicks consistently making it closer every possession as Barrett is no good. Robinson has another putback dunk. He is a double-double. Mitchell Robinson is taking full advantage of the Hawks not really having a true center in the game. 101-103, about a minute and a half to go. Here's Trae Young. Lobs it up for Collins, who is dragged down by Mitchell Robinson. How is that not a foul? Robinson literally tackled him, but okay, we'll take it. Julius Randle ties it on the dunk. Young, his shot inside. No good. The Knicks can take the lead on this possession. Here's R.J. Barrett for 3. Bang! The New York Knicks, who entered the fourth quarter down by 20, are winning with a minute to go. Here's Trae Young hoping to tie it. His three-pointer is good. 106 with under 50 to go. Randle to Brunson. Brunson to Barrett. Barrett drives inside. Good defense by Cody Martin, but R.J. Barrett makes the layup. He has 41 points, and the Knicks lead this game by 2 with about 30 seconds to go. The Hawks have resorted to Jalen Johnson at center. His three-pointer no good. Collins inside for the putback. He ties it for Atlanta with under 25 seconds to go. Following New York possession, what's the game plan here? Let RJ do his thing. Barrett in the corner for Reddish. His three-pointer will not fall. Rebounded by Collins, and Atlanta takes the timeout. Not a bad possession, though, by the Knicks. I thought that was pretty good execution. Reddish was open in the corner. Really good shot release, but it just doesn't fall. So now the Knicks got to scheme up a good defensive game plan here with 11 seconds to go. The Hawks can win it right here. Will the Knicks' 20-point comeback be all for naught? The rookie, A.J. Griffin, is inbounding it. He has not been in the entire game as he passes it out to Trae Young. He's just going to let this clock dribble out. Hawks have really no movement on offense. Trae Young still has it. Heaves up a prayer for the win. No good off the back iron. And we are going to overtime. Unlike the Knicks' final possession, that was horrible execution by the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, Trae Young just stood at the top of the key for 10 seconds and heaved up a 3. So after all of that, we are going into overtime. I feel like you've got to be pretty confident if you're a Knicks fan. New York obviously has all the momentum right now with their ridiculous 20-point comeback as Mitchell Robinson wins the tip, and overtime is underway here in Atlanta. It's a 4-minute overtime period. Nice little spin move by Martin inside for Trae Young, who makes the layup. Hawks back on top, 110-108. Following New York possession, Barrett nearly loses it, gets it back. Over to Brunson in the corner for Julius Randle. He hits the 3. Randle's been a little disappointing tonight, but he's hit some big shots late, including that one, to put the Knicks ahead. Following New York possession, here's Jalen Brunson inside, makes the layup, and the Knicks lead by 3. 113-110. Hawks with it, 2.5 to go. Young lobs it up for the big fella, Mason Plumlee. I feel like Plumlee should be the only answer to the Hawks center issue. They shouldn't have Silva or Johnson or any of those guys in. It should obviously be Plumlee. R.J. Barrett with the and one. Cody Martin calling for the foul. Barrett would not make the free throw. The Knicks' free throw shooting tonight has been pretty bad. 3-point game. Young's shot is good. And the Hawks cut it to a 1-point deficit. 115-114. Here's Barrett. Pump fake inside out to Brunson. Brunson to quickly to Randle. Randle pump fake goes inside. His layup is good. What a shot by Julius Randle. And the New York Knicks lead by 3 with a minute and a half to go. Young step back. No good. Nice defense by Robinson. Plumlee with the rebound over to Murray for the tie. DeJounte Murray hits for 3. 117-117. Following New York possession, Barrett has the double over to Randle. Pump fake, takes for 3. It's good. I think Randle expected somebody to contest the shot. Nobody did, so he figured, why drive in when I have an open 3? 120-117 following possession. Barrett in the corner, connects on the triple. The Knicks lead by 6 with under a minute to go. Can New York hold on to win the game and advance to the 8th seed? Trae Young heaves up a prayer, and it is good. Hawks cut the lead to 3. Most important possession of the season. Here's Brunson. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Robinson. Sends it in the corner for Julius Randle. His three-pointer won't fall. Hawks get it back with about 30 seconds to play. Murray with it. He gets it over to Collins. Collins over to Young. Young says, F it. I'ma launch up a prayer. Hail Mary, amen. Hawks tie it at 123 off of a ridiculous shot by Trae Young. So now the Knicks have a chance to answer back. They've choked a 6-point lead in about a minute, which is arguably even worse than Atlanta's 20-point choke through the fourth quarter. But the Knicks are going to get the ball last here in overtime. If they make this shot, they will win the game and advance to the playoffs. If not, we'll be headed to a double overtime. No reason for the Knicks to take a shot early in this possession. They might as well take as much time off the clock as they can, so the Hawks will not get the ball back. Here's Randle, under 10 to go. Now the Knicks need to get a sense of urgency. Barrett with it. He draws the double. Somebody's going to be open. It's Julius Randle for the win. No good. Robinson gets it back. Put back attempt is no good. A game-saving stop by Mason Plumlee. And through overtime, we do not have a winner. This game will be going to a second overtime. This has been an unbelievable game. It feels like in every 2K series I had, there's always a few playoff games each season that are like wild. This one's been pretty wild. So the Knicks win the tip. Welcome to double overtime. Can we get a winner here within the next 4 minutes as Trae Young makes the layup? Hawks strike first. They lead by 2. 123-125. Here are the Knicks. Barrett draws the double. Gets it over to quickly. Over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson goes inside. Back to Barrett. He makes the layup. RJ Barrett, who scored 47 points against Toronto, has one-upped himself with 48 tonight. Nice move inside for the shot. That's Frank Kaminsky playing center here in double overtime, putting Atlanta back up by 2. 125-127. DeJounte Murray inside for Collins. He's blocked by Mitchell Robinson. Great defensive play there by the Knicks. It seems like New York is starting to get gassed a little bit. Their energy level is clearly winding down. They're not moving fast enough. The Hawks' first step on offense is too explosive, as shown by that play there by Trae Young. It's still only a 4-point game, though. The Knicks got to make some shots here, though. Barrett inside, has the smaller defender on him, and misses the easy hook shot. Can't miss that shot with under 2 minutes to go. You just can't do it. Here's DeJounte Murray, sends it in the corner for Cody Martin. Martin, guarded by Reddish, inside for Trae Young, who makes the layup. The Hawks are just playing with more energy and purpose right now in double overtime. The Knicks were up by 6 with a minute left in overtime number 1. Maybe they can make a comeback like that. Brunson's 3, no good. New York needs to get a stop on this possession or else it could spell trouble with about a minute to go. Here's Trae Young. Drives inside over to Mason Plumlee. He's blocked. Mitchell Robinson with another nice play. And the Hawks are getting another opportunity to inbound it. About a minute to go. Here come the Hawks. Plumlee in the corner. Gets it over to Trae Young. Young lobs it up for Plumlee. Plum Dog Millionaire has the Hawks up by 8. And it is really not looking good for the Knicks with about a minute to go. Here's Barrett. Sends it in the corner for Jalen Brunson, who finally hits a 3. Brunson 1 for 5 from beyond the arc tonight. He is 14-11. 5-point game now. Murray inside and 1. That one right there feels like the dagger, as Murray can put the Hawks up by 8 with a 3 throw, and the Knicks look like they're in real trouble. They're going to have to heave up some shots quickly. Reddish for 3 in the corner. No good. Rebounded by Collins, and with about 30 seconds to go, it is not looking good. Collins throws down a vicious dunk. That'll put Atlanta up by double figures. RJ Barrett with a nice drive inside. He now has 50. That's pretty cool. The Knicks are still playing press defense. They're still going for the foul. They're just trying to claw for their final straw, but this game feels like it's over. Hawks are going to dribble out the clock. The Atlanta Hawks beat the New York Knicks for the 8th seed here in a double overtime thriller. 139-130 is your final, and with that, Season 1 of the New York Knicks MyNBA franchise comes to a close. Obviously, it's not the ending that we wanted, but you got to give a ton of credit to this team for showing fight and resilience the entire time. I mean, we were down by 20 going into the fourth quarter. We could have laid down and died, but we didn't. We came back, we tied it, we went into double overtime, but we just couldn't keep fighting there. And, well, unfortunately, our season comes to a close. Certainly a very exciting game. I wish we could have gotten revenge on Atlanta, but I guess that'll wait for another day. 51-12 for Trae Young. He was pretty damn good. 30 for DeJounte Murray, 18-16 for Collins, 12 just in the first half alone for Bogdanovic. I think the Hawks really missed Onyeka Okongwu there in those final overtimes after he fouled out. As for the Knicks, RJ Barrett led the way with 50. What a performance here in the play-in tournament by RJ Barrett, who has back-to-back games of at least 10-plus three-pointers. You know who else has done that in NBA history? Steph Curry, and that's the end of the list. Steph Curry's done it twice, and now RJ Barrett joins that company. You know you're in good company when the only other person you're with is Steph Curry, and it's relating to three-point shooting. And Barrett did it in 2 loser-go-home games. However, the rest of the team really wasn't consistent. Other than Barrett, the only guy who was good from start to finish today was Cam Reddish. Julius Randle struggled early. Jalen Brunson wasn't really good at all. I know he had a double-double, but he got locked up by Trae Young. That's not good. Our three-throw shooting was not great. And unfortunately, RJ Barrett could not carry us to the win, and thus our season comes to a close. But still, Season 1 was a blast with this team. We almost made it into the playoffs. We were so close. So next episode, we're going to do our season recap. We're going to preview the NBA draft. We're going to go over the draft lottery and really everything before the NBA draft. The following episode will be the draft itself. Then after that, we've got free agency, and then we will begin season number 2. I cannot wait to see what this offseason looks like for our New York Knicks. It should be a fun one. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.